Hello my dear students, I hope you all are very fit and fine at your home. This is the third video of this week and today we are going to discuss the last topic of chapter 3, that is safety and first aid. In the last video we have discussed about the first aid and first aid kit. Okay, today we are going to see the different type of common emergency that we face in our day-to-day life. But which type of first aid help we have to give in those type of circumstances, today we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, we all are knowing if anyone is injured we have to give the first aid, okay, immediate help to the injured person, and we are having a lot of medicine and a lot of tools in our first aid box. But which type of tools we have to use in which condition, it is very important to know that. So in this video we are going to discuss some of the useful tool, how we can use them in the different type of emergencies. But before discussing that, I would like to tell you one thing. Whenever you are having any type of accident, you are facing any type of trouble or you are injured, then first of all you must have to inform your elder who is present in your home, either grandmother, grandfather, parents, elder brother and sister, whoever is present, whoever is elder than you, you have to first inform them. If suppose no one is present in your home, then approach to your neighbor, because neighbor is always ready to help us. Okay, so they are also knowing more than us, that's why we have to approach to the elder person first of all, then we have to take the step by own. If no one is present, then you can do little basic thing, you can give the immediate help to the injured person. Otherwise, first of all, I always suggest go to your elder one. First we are going to discuss about the burn. When we are burning our some of the parts by mistake, or some accident is happening in our kitchen, or with the candle, with lighter or matchstick, then what we have to do? Suppose if we have burned some of the body parts, then first of all we have to put that in the cold water. Under the running cold water we have to put that burned part, so that we can feel little relax. Okay, we can feel soothing effect, because if we are putting our hand under the water, then we feel very soothing. Okay, we are very relaxed. Then after we must apply the ice, so that we feel little better, and with the help of this a lot of pain will be reduced. If you want to put your hand, if the hand has burned or little more skin has been burned, then you can put your body part under the water for some time. It will also give you relaxation. After that, what you have to apply? You have to apply the antiseptic cream. But which type of antiseptic cream? Which is used for the burned area. There are two type of antiseptic cream, but for the burned skin we always prefer the burned antiseptic cream. Next condition we are going to discuss, if you have cut your finger or some of the body part by mistake, and your wound is bleeding, then what you have to do? First of all, you don't have to be panic. Okay, be relaxed. That is bleeding. First of all, you have to do is you have to try to stop the bleeding part. And how you can do that? You can put the cotton or you can put the clean cloth on the wound, and you have to press that for a little while. Okay, so that the bleeding could be stopped. First of all, you have to try to stop the bleeding. Once the bleeding is stopped, you have to wash your hand very nicely with the help of soap, so that whatever germs is present or whatever dust particles are present in that, first of all your wound will be clean. If the bleeding is more, then you can use the thick layer of the cloth to stop that bleeding. Okay, that time you have to put that cloth above the wound, but keep in your mind that cloth must be neat and clean, otherwise it will increase your infection. If the cloth will be dirty, it will increase your infection. So you can put some of the layer of cloth above that wound if the bleeding is more. And whenever you are having the bleeding problem, try to keep that injured part, okay, above. Why? Because so that you will not faint. Whenever the bleeding is happening, the supply of blood to the brain can be stopped. Okay, it happen very rare, but it could be. Okay, so whenever you are bleeding on any of the body part, try to keep that body part raised as compared to your head, so that the blood could reach to the brain. Otherwise what will happen, you can faint also. So this is very very important when you are having the bleeding problem. Okay, then after what you have to do, if once the bleeding has been stopped, then you can put some of the ice or some of the ice pack, putting in the cold ice bag. Okay, so that you can feel very relaxed. And then after, apply the antiseptic lotion on that. Okay, so that infection could be cured. And finally what you have to do, after applying the antiseptic cream, you can tie with the help of the bandage. Okay, so this much this much cure you can give. One more thing regarding the bleeding is, if suppose you have cut with the help of rusted knife or rusted iron material, okay, in that case you have to take anti-tetanus injection. Anti-tetanus, actually tetanus is a very severe disease, okay, and it always caused due to the rusted iron material. Whenever the rusted iron material is cutting your body part and you are not taking anti-tetanus injection, it can create the problem in the future. Sometimes you cannot have the problem immediately, but after some time, after many years, it can create the problem. So whenever you are having cut with the help of rusted iron material, you have to take anti-tetanus injection. This is very very important. Next we are going to discuss is insect bite. Okay, sometime when we are going, insects are biting us, some of the bug or some of the not butterfly, okay, honeybee is biting us. That time what we have to do, let's discuss that thing. First of all, please try to wash your infected area. We are seeing in each and every common emergency, we have to first wash our area. Why? Because that can be free from the germs. Whenever something is happening to our skin, first of all, before applying any antiseptic cream or before starting any cure of the first aid, we must have to wash that part very nicely, so that that area will become free of germs, free of dust, and free of any type of chances of the infection. So first of all, you have to wash that thoroughly, and then after what you have to do, you have to apply the soothing cream. What is the meaning of soothing cream? Some creams are there, when you apply you feel very cold, okay, and you feel very relaxed. So wherever the insects are biting, apply the soothing cream. Next we are going to discuss is fainting problem. Suppose if you are facing the problem of fainting. Fainting means whenever the supply of the adequate amount of the water, okay, if dehydration is there, then we can faint. Actually fainting is happening due to many reasons, okay, and one reason can be the dehydration. But here we are discussing what you have to do if someone has fainted. Okay, if someone is fainting, first of all what you have to do, you have to lay down that person on the floor, raising their leg up. Why they are raising, why we have to raise the leg up? Because to supply the blood to the brain. Okay, whenever our leg will be above, then the blood could be reached to the brain very easily. So first step we have to take is this: we have to raise their leg in up, little up, okay, so that the supply of the blood could be reached to the brain, okay, and the condition will not become severe. Then after what you have to do, you don't have to crowd around the person. Okay, if someone has fainted, give the space to reach the air to that person. Okay, if the crowd will be there, the sufficient oxygen will not reach to them, and he or she will take more time to wake up. Okay, so don't make a crowd around the fainted person. And at last, what you have to do, you have to sprinkle some of the water on the face of the fainted person, so that after feeling relaxation, okay, he can wake up. Okay, these are the some of the important step when we have to take in some of the common emergency. These emergency we face in our daily life. Okay, it can happen anywhere, anytime, and with anyone. Okay, so I hope this video will be helpful, and whenever you are facing this type of problem, you will remember these things and you will apply also. Thank you for watching this video.